Okay, now we're gonna go to the hair growth spray. And to be honest with you, the make and takes are just for something for people to get together, have fun, see what you can do with this products. I really don't think that we should be making a spray with this. I think we should be mixing these oils straight and only using a smidge of a liquid, depending on if you got white hair or black hairish, whatever, right? Because it makes a difference in what you'd use in each. So I wouldn't use coconut oil or castor oil in my hair because I'll look pretty greasy. But someone who has dark textured hair or gray hair or black hair or African American hair, they would use they wouldn't use the water, they would use an oil, okay? Because so it's different. So for white people, hair growth spray, okay, then we use 10 or 15 drops of cedarwood, 10 of rosemary, 10 of lavender, 5 of peppermint, a little bit of witch hazel to help disperse it, and then distilled water, okay? So so you make this up in these bottles like this. Once again, I keep these lids with each other because if you bought these bottles at different times from different companies, the lids, even though they may seem like they fit each other, they may not always fit each other well. And then you're going to have leakage, then dissatisfied people, then you have to deal with complaints. And of course, we don't want those kind of things, right? I did get plastic bottles as well as glass because some people want to have plastic for if they're using this as a carry-on to go when they travel or whatever, than glass. So the oils will not eat through this kind of plastic. It's a one-piece. So I'll send you a link for that as well. And if you're just viewing this for the first time, we have the handouts, these sheets, how much the prices cost to make them, the links to where we buy the products, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we'll be sharing those with you as well. So whatever kind of bottle you're going to use or color, whatever, then we just use, I don't need this. I like to use this kind of funnel versus this kind of funnel because the oil or water can get clogged in here, get like an air bubble pocket, and it doesn't go through and then it overfills or overflows. So this one has a really nice opening. These silver ones, if you ever see these are the kind to get. Sometimes these come free with bottles, but I don't care. I still don't like them. They don't work that well. Unless maybe you cut them down to like right here at the opening. Maybe that would be a better choice, but I didn't do that. So you would literally just get the oils and you would, put them all inside the bottle, 15 drops. And then it says, oh, why is this? Oh, this is not for this one. And then you'd fill it with the water, and then we have the witch hazel that you'd use. A lot of times I'll just get an inch of red bottles and fill those up with water, and then just go like here and just fill it up, go slow. That sort of can be easy for folks, whatever. Or if you have another kind of bottle, you want to have it with a little V-spout so it pours real nice. And, you don't want a big pitcher because it's too hard to hold and handle. Make sure you don't overspill it. It's too much, it's too heavy sometimes. So then you do the same thing with the witch hazel. And actually, I'll just make this one up. So 2 tablespoons of witch hazel. So here's my spoons. Just pour it right in there. Okay. Witch hazel does have a little bit of a funky smell, but whatever. You're just going to go ahead and put your rosemary in here. So 10 drops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you get an extra drop or whatever, it's okay. Cedarwood is 15. 1, 2. Whatever. Lavender. 10. Peppermint, I only have 5 in there. So many peppermint in here. Got a peppermint. That's rosemary, here's peppermint. Okay. So one thing I do right here is when we're doing a make and take, I sort of have it all set up in these little trays for what they're going to use for that section. And then I have the lids behind because I don't want people to have to open the lids, take off the lids every single time. So I sort of have it set up like that. Nevertheless, So this is what we do, okay? And then you're going to fill this up with water again, which I'm just not going to do this second, and put the lid on. You're going to, they'll shake it, and then they can spray their hair or part their hair and then spray it in the scalp and sort of massage it in. But if someone really wants to help promote hair growth, they should just really use the straight oils, and they can even, get an empty bottle of something and pour like equal amounts in here, minus the peppermint, only a couple drops of peppermint, equal amounts of lavender, rosemary, peppermint, and then drop it or put it in a spray bottle and spray their scalp and start rubbing it in. That would be a better choice, in my opinion. But for the choice of having fun and doing a make and take, we do it like this. Now, once again, if it was someone who is African American, then we would use these same oils, but we'd use a little bit of either castor oil or coconut oil, maybe jojoba oil, whatever works best for them, in their hair. And it'd be more of like I put it more in like a squeeze tube that you just can squeeze in the scalp, part it, and then rub it in and like that, or if you got a main spot or something like that. So we'll have that available as well. And then we have the mermaid spray. So a lot of people love the mermaid spray. I haven't personally tried it yet, but it's almost the same recipe, a little bit different. And there's a little bit of coconut oil in here, and the sea salt. You always want Celtic or Redmond's real salt. You do not want other kinds of salts, and we already have the links for you there. That's with your eating, drinking, doing make and takes, whatever, okay? For some of them. So this says that you need a pinch of salt. So you can put this in here. You can use the funnel. What this does is apparently the mermaid spray makes you feel like you've been on the beach and you have like beachy hair where it's wavy and sexy. I don't know, whatever, okay? So this is the mermaid spray, so that's in here too, and it gives you the directions. So you'll see here, it says mix salt with a bit of warm distilled water. If you don't have warm water, it's okay because the salt will dissolve. It's just not going to dissolve instantaneously, okay? It takes like, a good hours, but that's okay because you're probably not going to go and use it then. Then add your witch hazel, essential oils, fractionated coconut oil, top off with distilled water and a 4-ounce spray bottle. So it's pretty easy directions. So that's the different hairsprays we have. So we'll stop this part of the video and we'll go on to the next part. Thank you.